project was funded by National Science Foundation, but about a year before the grant was available, Dustin and I started a series of conversations about the importance of examining motivation of freshman students in pursuing STEM degrees.
So you have faculty from natural sciences and social sciences collaborating to push forward the best ideas, really understand the students on this campus and how we can maximize the student success, particularly in STEM fields where we see high rates of attrition. I think there's great value in doing research at minority-serving institutions. And in fact, there's some research that can only be done at minority-serving institutions. Here we were specifically interested in understanding multiple social identities of our students at the same time. When you're looking intersectionally across identities such as underrepresented minority status, first generation, college status, gender, and cultural questions.
Well, it's particularly important in the early courses, the general chemistry, organic chemistry type courses, because that's where we lose a lot of the talent that we need to address the questions that we have in science today. And so one of the things that we were very interested in was the issue of how, because these subjects can seem very abstract, they are not relatable for students.
That the foundational classes, and by that I mean the freshman and sophomore level classes that STEM students are in, that students at that point are trying to figure out what is science, right? So when people figure out or start to think through in early adulthood, what kind of career do I want? Some of that's based on, what am I good at, right? So we figure out our competencies and what we're good at. Another part of it though is what do I want to do and what fits with my life? And that's where values become a big part of things.
There's an old cliche where young students are taking an advanced math course and they're saying, why am I here? When am I ever going to use this in my life? And we find that there's some truth that many students often struggle to make the connections between their course content and the value that it has for beyond just that course, that class, but moving forward into their majors, into their careers, and outside of the classroom to their personal values. I think students understand the value of these foundational courses is really important for their persistence in a context where we see a lot of early attrition. So in the first phase of our project, we followed over 400 students longitudinally to track their initial perceptions about science majors and science careers and look at how their science identities developed over time and how their interest in science careers developed over time. Overall, our findings highlight the fact that the pro-social motivations for educational attainment are important in addition to an intrinsic motivation of our students.
So in the focus group findings, when we asked students what were some of the motivations behind pursuing a STEM degree, for Latinos and Asian students, we find that for many of them, they placed a great importance on their family and their cultural background and values.
We do want to continue to do this type of research because it is helping to make faculty more aware of how they can make changes within their courses that benefit the students who are in the class, but also benefit our solution to the problem of bringing greater diversity into the thought process to solving the challenges that we're all dealing with.
So we have the opportunity and the challenge of scaling up from discrete research projects to broader institutional practices. We want to make sure that all students can help make the connections between their personal goals and values and the classes that they're taking.